And we're back. For those of you guys that are just tuning in, this is Free Speech with Moett, and of course, I am Moett. You can follow me everywhere on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, anything that's IamMoett. That's IamMoett. All right, I got another interview for you guys, and today I am interviewing
Mr. Well Put Will. How you doing today, Moett?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous, actually. Thank you for asking me.
You gotta talk to the mic. So the people can hear you.
I'm doing fabulous today. Thank you. Let me get in my more professional stance, man. I'm doing good. How you doing today, love?
I'm doing great. But definitely tell the people like who you are, where they can find you, different things like that.
Definitely. I'm Will Put Will. You can find me at Instagram. Well Put Will. Either one, both pages are active. I am a Detroit native. I am from Detroit, born and raised. It's in my blood. Atlanta is just a babysitter. They adopted me for the moment. Y'all been watching over me for like 6 years right now. I think my parents appreciate it, you know. So I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I have 2 LLCs. So I'm very in tune with reality still, I guess, versus just making just the music or whatever. So I do live the everyday struggle with everybody as well. So I kind of put that into my music. So
okay. And how long have you been doing music?
Oh man, music. I've been doing music for about 10 plus years. I'm gonna definitely say awesome. 10 plus. Yeah. I started off writing. I did a lot of writing. I did ghost writing, I guess, for a couple people. Back home, I used to write music for my older cousins and everything. You know, they did exceptionally well with it. I'm glad they got to where they got with it. Not just because of me, but because of their effort and everything as well that they put into it. That was back in Detroit. I moved on to Carolina. When I was in Carolina, I was doing music with a couple guys from Connecticut. My guy Andrew, he's still around. Andrew's still around doing music, I believe. And then once I actually moved here to Georgia, to Atlanta, that's when I really started actually hitting the studios and, actually putting the music putting it out there. More so, the more, the exposure so people can really hear what Will been doing or why you writing and you not recording. So it was so much me just really trying to hold myself back. I don't know why. I guess I was nervous for a minute.
I mean, I could see that. Normally, a lot of times it does get to be a lot, like whenever you're in front of people, different things like that. You got different personalities, all type of stuff. Yeah. But so what made you decide to step from behind the scenes as far as a ghostwriter to step into the foreground as far as like taking your music to another level?
Well, what made me do that was why put so much into somebody else when I know my worth as well? You know what I mean? Right. So it wasn't that I was just taking talent or taking something from a special gift from my family or cousins or whatever the case may be, because they're talented themselves. It's just, you always got somebody that's a little bit better. What they say is always somebody better than the baddest. So
yeah.
So what made me really just take that and strive on my own was, if I could do it for them, why I can't do it for me? You know what I mean?
Right.
So why keep holding myself back when I want some of that shine too? You know what I mean?
Right.
I see y'all getting paid for the shows. I help write the song. Let me write my own songs and do my own shows. What am I doing? So it was more so that I had a couple people back home that used to be like, man, you was jealous of us or whatever. It was never the fact or the case of jealousy. It was just, let me do it for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm doing so much for y'all. I give out so much support, but a lot of times, a lot of people don't know either in the music industry or just entertainment industry, the support is not reciprocated. So you can never expect to get back as much as you give out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you willing to put all your eggs in that one basket, you can't really expect to get a basket full of back, because everybody is not shaped. They not the form and fashion is not the same as you. Your heart is much purer than what they are. Their intentions is to eat. They want to eat, get made, make the money and get paid. They want the fame, the stardom and everything like that. So getting back on topic, why not let me get some of that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's how that happened. It was just, it wasn't a hard decision to make either. It was just like, yeah, I'll see y'all later. So,
right, like you already got the talent. You already got it going on.
You need me still more, yeah.
Facts.
So.
That's right. Yeah. So in regards to your businesses, what are those?
Oh, most definitely. My businesses, I have 2 LLCs. I have a moving company. My moving company is registered here in Georgia. It is called Neighborhood Movers Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
Yep, it's a moving company. I've had that company up and running for about 3 years now. 3 years. I started off like everybody else did, doing my research. I get EIN numbers, LLCs, make payments to government officials, and get certificates and all this. My other business as well is a landscaping business. It's called Well Put Landscape. I started that. I recently just started that about 7 months ago.
Okay.
So that one is still up and running. Not up and running, but being built up. Let me say.
Okay.
Clientele, they treat me pretty well, so I'm still building clientele. And like I said, I'm a people person. Not so much a people person, but I know how to, adapt to the environment.
Right.
I'm more so of an introvert. I try to stay to myself and just be alone. I feel like I get more accomplished that way, and I just produce more.
Yeah.
So it's nothing personal with people. It's just I stay to myself.
Right.
Cool.
I mean, I get it. It helps you stay focused, definitely. Being in your own lane, in your own zone. So as far as like your businesses and your music, like what are your current goals with those things?
Well, fame is not even in the bucket list for me. Fame is not really fame. I just, I'd rather be set up everything. I'd rather have finances, the finances. I'd rather be financially stable than being known as the superstar or the guy with 2-3 businesses, or the superstar and the guy with all the businesses. So I do have children, so a lot of my time and effort, money, and whatever is put into my kids, my children. So my oldest, it's funny because he old too. He's 17.
Oh man.
Yeah, started off young. Y'all be careful out here. It's dangerous in these streets.
Definitely.
So I take him back and forth a lot to football camps in and out of town a lot. We definitely just left Florida and Mississippi. We recently just left Deion Sanders' football camp.
Oh yeah, I think I seen that on your story.
Yeah,
y'all was doing it. I was like, okay, I see y'all.
So, we do a lot of traveling for him. I do have my middle child. That's my youngest boy. He just turned 9, so he's involved in a lot of baseball. He played music. He played pianos. I never played an instrument a day of my life, so that's how I know genetically music is somewhere in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he win little awards for playing the piano and doing his thing. And then I have a little girl. She's involved in baseball, and I just have athletic genetic kids, I guess. So everybody plays sports. So a lot of my time is really put into them. I'm a big sports head myself, so I used to play basketball. I had a couple scholarships. It wasn't being wrong place, wrong time. Product of your environment. Yeah. So lost those scholarships, but after I lost those scholarships, I definitely put myself into the position where I can still be involved. I started coaching. I started off in South Carolina. I guess me losing my scholarships, everything that I built up, everything I wanted to gain and was looking forward to, by me losing that, it made me feel like I should just embed that into the kids around me and, do my little thing with the kids, because I know what it can do. I know what it can do for you, where it can take you. I've been there. I've done that. I've been on TV before playing. I've been in college playing. And a lot of people don't know I even been to college, so I went to college for business administration and management.
That's nice. Look at you.
So,
okay then.
So yeah, I keep my hands involved in a lot versus just the stereotypical, he a thug rapper type of thing. I hate statistics. I hate that. So I'm very big on trying to break that barrier. Whatever I can do to make me be the good guy, that's the image I would like to take, versus he might got a gun, he might shoot the party up, what I'm saying? So I deal with a lot of people, a lot of, big names, DJs, promoters, hosts, things like that. So I'm just a one-of-a-kind type of person, Moett. Don't get me to talking too much.
That's dope. I mean, it's your interview. It's talking about you. It's showing insight into your life and different things like that. Because I know, one of my other friends is going to be interviewing later this month. He's also an artist. Okay. But one of his things was that as an artist, whenever people hear artists, a lot of times that's all that they see you as. Instead of being more than that. Like, you actually have businesses. You're actually very active in your kids' life. You're actually running back and forth, taking your kids to different games and practices and different things like that. So it's important for people to be able to see all different aspects and all different sides of you. So, hey, that's good. That's good. You got a thing going on. So in regards to that, in regards to the music aspect, if you were presented a deal, would you take a deal from anyone, or would you just continue on the journey that you're on right now?
Okay, so I never really thought about, too much on a deal aspect. It just depends. A lot of people tell you don't take a deal because, you end up in debt with these companies or whatever the case may be. I feel like you're gonna take a chance anyway. So rather independently, an independent manager or whoever, an independent record label, or whoever, come and approach me. The difference between me taking $30,000 to $50,000 and $200,000 to $500,000, you're still taking that same gamble. Either way it go. At the end of the day, somebody own the rights to this because you don't own it.
Right.
Basically, that's what this contract is telling you. You got to pay this money back. Until they get this $500,000 back or they get this $30,000 back, you're not free. You're not able to push your records or whatever. So I've been taking chances my whole life, love. So what's the worst that's gonna happen? If a deal if it come at the right time, and I feel like that's a life-changing moment at that time where I'm like, I could use this $500,000. Come on with the $500,000. If this $30,000 deal come at the right time in my life and I feel like it could be life-changing at that moment, come on with that $30,000. But at the end of the day, these contracts say the same exact thing. So when a lot of people get caught into it's the hype of who this person is or who the company is that's presenting this to you. But at the end of you got to pay this stuff back. It got to be back. These managers or labels, this is nothing but your personal bank now. That's all this become. So rather it's not down shading anybody because Ugly Money Nietzsche, I love that guy. I met him personally. He signed artists all day long.
Yeah, he does.
I watch him all day long. Versus whether it's him versus Boom Man A&E. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got two household names there. So rather Nietzsche offer me $30,000 and Boom Man offer me $50,000. Whoever come at that moment where I feel like it's a life-changing experience is the person I'm gonna ride with.
Yeah.
You gotta pay this back, whether have it go. So it's just chances make champions. Is how I look at it. So
that's good. Chances make champions. That's good. You
could bet on yourself, or you gonna sit to the side because there's somebody behind you that's willing to say, "I could do it." You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
That's good. That's really great. So in regards to like how your music journey has gone and different things like that, what is something that what is the hardest thing you've had to overcome in regards to that?
Oof. The promoters. It's the promoters. Well, I'm not even gonna say the promoters because being into the nightlife, it actually turned me into a promoter. You know what I mean? Actually being out in the clubs every night and meeting different folks and networking and connecting. The only thing that I think that probably stood in my way at first were the promoters. It's because I wasn't acquainted with anybody. I was a new face. I done got burned for a lot of money dealing with promoters. You know what I mean? So it's just really to the artists who don't know, or the artists who being burnt, getting their money taken. Being an artist is deeper than just the music. You know what I'm saying? The music is the given. That's the part that's already there. That's there. You have to learn the business. So rather you're throwing the party, rather you got your promoter who's throwing the party for you. You got to understand what you're paying for, because you want to have the look if you in the clubs and you want to be, in the club on stage, you rapping. Understand what you're paying for. You know what I mean? They tell you $500 for the night. What is your $500 for? What did they get you? You paid $500 and it was 30 people in the club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you really wasted your time and your money, not downplaying anybody. but I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that when you're dealing with your promoters and these people that's promoting and marketing you, make sure that they have a following, somebody that's, you know, a big group of people who looking at what they got going on versus Instagram. I don't fall for the Instagram tricks because of these people be having these 50,000 like you know, I'm not Instagram social media popping. You know, people really know me outside of in the real world.
Right.
So when I go to talk to people and I need something done and I need to talk to a promoter, they gonna really deal with me because I know the business. I know what's going on. I know that I'm coming here to promote. I know I'm coming here to perform or whatever the case is. You're not just going to be able to tell me pay $500 and I'm going to do one song and everybody with me has to pay $20 to get in at this door.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? So you have to really know the business, know what you're doing, know what you're getting into. Don't just let a promoter tell you, yeah, I'm going to put you on stage and this is this, you just got to pay for this and this, and you're so lost that you just like, okay, all right, okay. You walk away, now you walk away and you're not feeling good, and this is just the very bottom of the iceberg. You haven't even got to the tip yet. So this is getting started. You walk away and you have a gut feeling like, I don't really feel like I should pay that much money for this. And now it's on your heart. It's not even sitting well with you because business wasn't handled right.
Yeah.
You don't know where your money going for real. At the end of the night, promoters, even me sometimes, I'll walk away like, hey, I got paid. I might go home, you know what I'm saying? But that's just saying, I'm not shysty or slimy or anything, whatever they call it. I like to do fair business.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, I would go home and have a good night after that. Like, okay, I'm chilling. I just made $5,000 a night in the club doing nothing.
Right.
So know the business, know what's going on, and then it get deeper than that. When you get to dealing with engineers and producers, all of that was a miniature roadblock, you know what I'm saying, for me. But that's when I always had learned and I had to take myself and sit down and discipline myself like, listen, your music is not what's going to get you in there. You got to know the business. So I took that break before and sat down for 2 months and talked to engineers, producers. I met promoters. I've turned into a nightlife junkie where I'm out every night with promoters and partying, drinking every night. I made those sacrifices to learn.
Oh, that's good.
What's going on now? So as me as an artist, how can I get in here? I throw parties, me and a couple of my friends throw parties. Heartbreak P-Boy, one of my right-hand friends. Mm-hmm. We go through our ups and downs. Nothing ever bad where it tears apart, but you know, it's a friendship. Right. And as him, he knows the game more than I do, so I learned. You know, I'm learning different steps and okay, how to do this. We throw parties at Escobar, South, Crave restaurants. We everywhere. So as he moved, you know, his pieces, I'm moving with him and I'm learning step by step. So as an artist, it's teaching me that business-wise, this is what needs to be done. You know, boom, boom. So if I was an artist that didn't know this nightlife or the business life, I would come in blinded every time. I wouldn't know what I'm paying for. I wouldn't know what this bottle of Patron gonna cost. I wouldn't know how many people could come in, how many wristbands. So this is just the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't even hit the middle of it yet. So, so it's different. It's definitely deep. It's so much, man. It's so much. And like I said, I'm the guy that just sit back. I'm cool, calm, and collective because I learn. I don't take losses. I take it as a learning experience. Right. So a lot of people still deal with me. I deal with a lot of photographers, videographers, producers, engineers. I know a lot of celebrity rappers that come around here, DJs. I kick it and learn from these people. So the entertainment world is definitely interesting. It's interesting. A lot of times, you know, you got to bite your tongue. You got to speak when you're spoken to. A lot of times you're going to hear some stuff that you just like, yeah, wait till I catch him outside, man. If I see him, like it's like that, and it make you feel those ways. But you have to learn, like it's a discipline. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what can you take? What can you take, Will? Me, I'm from Detroit City, grew up there, born and raised. I'm ready to snap like this at any moment. But it's just like I done had grown men sit in my face and say, "No, you be quiet." Who you talking to, man? Wait a minute. My face will say it all, you know, my face, but I sit back and be like, Now you and me both know. We both know if we wasn't where we were at, you know, this would be a different type of situation.
Right.
But, so it's a time. It's a switch where you gotta hit that professionalism and you gotta turn it on and off, and you gotta be ghetto when you can be ghetto. It's a lot.
Definitely.
It's a lot.
So in regards with all of that, how would you say, like, what is some advice that you would give to someone that is looking to get into the music industry, or just starting out, or they have aspirations to try to go that route and different things like that? What would you tell them, like, the important steps to be able to take?
Consistency. Just stay consistent. As long it's never, if you got good music, this is what I would have told my younger self. Because you make good music, you probably make music where everybody not agreeable to that music, but there's a crowd for all type of music.
Right.
So somebody likes your music. Is somebody gonna play that song around 3 of their homeboys, and out of them 3 homeboys, that song's gonna get stuck in 2 of their head. Those 2 gonna take that song and they gonna play it around 10 other people. You know what I mean? So it's somebody likes that song. Just stay consistent. Learn the business. Once you learn the business, keep pushing, because it's a door. It's somewhere there's a door. I've rattled many doors. It's been many cracks in doors, but I think they had a nail down on the other side where I just couldn't get it open. So it's somewhere, you know, that it's a door for you.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to go through the same door.
Yeah.
Everybody don't get the same conversation every day. That's like saying, this interview is going to go like your next interview. It's impossible.
Right.
So I can't tell this artist here, oh, you going to make it, and tell this one here you won't make it. Like, the conversation is going to always go different. So I would just say, just stay consistent, learn your business of it. Definitely learn the business, because the music is there. I'm in movies, independent films. I got a lot going on my resume. Yeah, and it's just from me being consistent. So whatever talent that person, even me, whatever you're holding on to, is somebody looking for that. You know what I mean? You might not be the best yet. You might not be the best yet. But consistency is practice make perfect. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you keep practicing and you keep going forward, whatever, somebody gonna see you. It's somebody gonna see you. I go out and perform. I just had a performance last night, so I probably look tired.
Oh yeah, I seen that on your story. Yeah, I seen that on your story. I was like, oh man, that's nice.
Turning it up, you know. So, and consistency, what that did for me was, it's a lot of folks when I go out and perform at night. Half of the time, I barely have to even rap my music because they know the songs.
Ah, that's good.
It feels so good because I be just laughing on stage like, hey.
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
That's a lot of hard work. That's a lot of consistency, and it only happens with consistency, and that's just real. It's real as it's gonna get. That's like saying, if I started being a barber today, nobody gonna know that I cut hair if I quit tomorrow. You know what I mean? They gonna be like, when was you cutting hair? Oh man, I was doing that for like 32 hours. They gonna be like, okay, what happened? You know what I mean? So It's just being consistent. That's just how I look at life anyway. As long as you're consistent and you steady pushing for what you're trying to do, it's coming.
Yeah, that's important. Consistency is definitely key. Like, I can attest to that fact as well. Like, just keep applying yourself. Keep applying yourself. Keep going after the things that you want. No matter the people that say no, because your yeses are out there. Your tribe is out there. The people that are looking for the things that you're looking for, they're out there. So you just got to keep going for it. So I'm going to get ready to close this interview out, but definitely let the people know, like, where to find you, what you do. Remind them where to find you, all of that good stuff. If you have anything coming up or anything like that, definitely let that be known and all of that.
Definitely. So y'all you can find me at Instagram, Well Put Will. It's 2 pages. Both of the pages are active. I'm on Facebook as well, Well Put Will. You can find me in Detroit somewhere. You can find me in Riverdale somewhere, Florida on the beach somewhere. I don't know, man. You can just find me somewhere. Music streaming everywhere. Wherever your music platform, whatever you're listening to, just hit Well Put or Well Put Will.